Chris. Okay, that last video was like I didn't know you. Of course I do know you. I've talked to you. You know my real name. How's your family doing, etc. But, you know, we've had these conversations, and I think you're a great person. Anybody trashing you in my comments is trashing their reputation in my mind, because I think you're great. Okay, you focus on an audience that isn't me, but I'm not in many people's target audience. So I found you really smart, conversational, and you're great. So this is a more personal video with that in mind, where, okay, you have made a great video on the embodied mind, but don't you see the similarity that you are clinging to an idea? And I think Greatek's got to one thing that's either metaphorically true or it's the kind of thing that's going on. It's like we were able to use mechanism and the determinism to deny dualism, okay? And so we became attached to it. And Greatek says that, oh, when you talk about quantum mechanics, the dualists come out of the woodwork. Well, not really. Use Kashify as an example, if I recall correctly. And Kashify is not a dualist. He just believes there's one thing, but he goes on the mental side of it, that it's all dreamy. And, you know, me, I go on the side of it doesn't really matter. Dream or matter, I mean, the quantum field, whether that's dreamlike or matter-like, I mean, I really don't see the distinction anymore. I don't see how that even pertains. It's beyond that distinction. You know what I'm saying? Our understanding moves things beyond the distinctions that seem so important before good and evil, all the rest. And you're just kind of holding on to it because you can't use science. We've found out, no, there's nothing deterministic. I know some things on our scale. No. They're all billions of BBs, of magnetic BBs, and, you know, are similar, and they don't follow mechanistic rules as individual BBs. It's just the statistics. The statistics work out so that on our scale, there's things we can rely on because the statistics starts to match the shape, the probabilistic shape, almost perfectly. You know, from a distance it'll look perfect. If you get close, it'll be off a little bit. It'll be different, unique, fingerprint. But it's way close enough to deterministic. So, you know, quantum mechanics doesn't it doesn't say things shouldn't be ordinary. And we're like, well, they are, so maybe it's different laws. No, quantum mechanics says things should be ordinary. It explains how they can be ordinary. How a little unordinary thing, if you add it all up because of, you know, the laws of statistics, becomes ordinary. Now, to cling to the idea that, no, that's not ordinary enough, what are you talking about? Where's it coming from? Don't pretend. See, if you were willing to say, well, God wouldn't like it that way, or even Aristotle created an ontology that said it couldn't be that way, you can quote an authority, you can become your own authority, but you can't use natural philosophy's physics as your authority, because the theory doesn't accord with the facts of it. You know, the actual facts, which is that there's wave property and the electrons explain that. All right, so this is a different kind of video, you know, repeating the same argument. All right, cheers.